Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Um, Today I want to discuss the curious case of Russell Wilson, right? So before I start this off, holla at your boy, like, subscribe, share, everything. Let's get into it. Right. So Russell Wilson, right? So first I'm gonna start off by saying this is not really a let's shit on uh Russell Wilson session. I think there's more than enough of that out right now. I think there were a handful of quarterbacks that were already what I call pre-slandered coming into the season. It's like preseason. It's like marinating chicken. The the marinade is already was waiting on Russ throughout the preseason when he got the contract. He already kind of gave off some wash vibes in Seattle, even though I think that was a lot of Seattle being very mediocre. DK Metcalf is still traumatized in the mind for whatever reason. Their defense is somehow not gotten better, but playing a little bit more savage like. Whereas the last 2 years, they were the worst pass defense quite easily in the NFL. They could be the same now, but they will get extra smoked. Um, the last 2 seasons, right? So these are the handful of pre-slandered, marinated, pre-seasoned quarterbacks. It was Jalen Hurts, it was Tua, it was Lamar, it was Russ, and I don't know the last person, but I'm gonna probably leave it for like Carson Wentz because I think there's just a general consensus to dislike Carson Wentz. So we gonna throw him in at number 5, even though um yeah, I think it's more for Carson Wentz because of the kind of cliff, and he went from a potential MVP to another dude winning the Super Bowl. It's still a Super Bowl. I still give him that, but another dude won it, the actual game. And I don't know what happened since then. So it could be a confidence thing. But let's keep it on Russ, right? So if you look at statistics, um, if you look at yards, right, and this is why stats will fool you. So I'm gonna tell you one thing right now: the number 2 quarterback in yards in the NFL this season is Matt Ryan. Let me say that to you again. What I keep telling y'all about Matt Ryan, right? So let's see off Matt Ryan. Wilson is number 13. It's 1,400 yards. He had a horrific game yesterday. And my question is, what this video is about is what happened? What the fuck is going on here? We have Aaron Rodgers losing to the Jets, and we have Russell Wilson. One thing about Aaron Rodgers, you know, he's coming to become unvaxxed man, rubber man, in the last couple years. But one thing he always did is he beat the trash teams. They at least beat the bad team. It's not going on. The thing with Russ was, I know a lot of people give it to the Legion of Boom, and the Legion of Boom was a fantastic secondary. They had a fantastic defense with really fast linebackers, but Russell Wilson was a really good quarterback. We could keep it real on that. So they come over to Denver. He comes over to Denver, and in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing them. You read and you watch the pre-shows and the preseason stuff, and on one side is people putting Denver at a pretty high mark. I've heard people say that Denver was coming for like the Chiefs spot, psycho, right? Psycho. So and then you see Denver. You look at the season. Denver has been in like the first 5 weeks on national football between Monday nights and Thursday nights, right? Okay, two logical things. Because who else is on their team? I almost got real loud. I almost got real loud because the Bears and Patriots is on. So you know it's making no sense. So at the beginning of the season, I was saying at the beginning, this is like somewhat midway. By week 3, I thought it was the lack of weapons and Russ not clicking with him yet. Now we in like week 6, and I think it is Russ trash and the weapons is trash. Again, when people get put on national TV 5 weeks straight, 6 weeks straight, and your wide receiver one, no disrespect, he hasn't really shown anything yet. It's Jerry Judy and Cortland Sutton is the two. What kind of extra conversations are we having? So, with looking at Russ stats, he's thrown 5 touchdowns and 3 intercepts. This is like week 7. Um, so if y'all know what the fuck is going on, it seems that Russell uh hasn't beaten the pre-slandered allegations Tua, even though Miami just fucked themselves out of Tua pretty much. Cause any big hit he's gonna have, he had a seizure 2 weeks ago. Any big hit he's gonna have is gonna affect him or scare him. I would be scared, nigga, to have a. He had a seizure on the field. Um, Lamar, to me, the pre-slanted, Jesus Christ, the Justin Herbert versus Lamar. Jesus Christ, leave me alone. Uh, who else? Jalen Hurts. They're known to undefeated. No, they just lost to the Cowboys. Did they? I fell asleep. No, they beat the Cowboys, of course. So Jalen Hurts, he definitely beat the allegations. They undefeated. Remember, he was a running back at the end of last season. He was just a running back. Him and Lamar were just running backs. Um, and Tua was just Duke you couldn't throw. So you got them, and Russ. I count all of them on my regular fingers. Russ is on the thumb. I think Russell Westbrook, who's my favorite basketball player, and Russell Wilson. Somehow, I've never seen this before with two players in general. I've never seen it with just Russ or Wilson. Not Wilson, Westbrook. Where a player it just seems like he fell off a fucking cliff last year. What the fuck kind of turnovers and shots was going on? I feel the same way with the lack of production of Russell Wilson. And just like Russell Westbrook, besides the fit, because we all know Russell Westbrook can't play with LeBron. They control the ball too much. If you look at I don't look at many advanced stats, but you look at usage. Nigga, usage in the last 15 years is 3 niggas. It's Harden, Westbrook, and LeBron, and their usage numbers is higher than anybody else's besides maybe Giannis coming up. So to put 2 niggas on the same team, they did it twice with Russell Westbrook. We're putting it with Harden. Put 2 people who have the ball literally at a historic rate in their hands. They hold the ball. They control the ball more than any other players in NBA history. These 3 individually, and then you put one of them on a team with 2 different people. It don't make any sense. So I'm trying to give Russell Wilson the benefit of the doubt. Um, but I'm style wise, I'm trying to figure it out. They don't have a running game. They don't like Cortland Sutton and Judy are serviceable receivers. They have a terrible coach. Um, so maybe y'all can help me figure out what the hell is going on with Russell Wilson. He just seems to have fell off a cliff. Holla at your boy.